as you're feeling into all this, these parallel paths that are existing, one the easy way, one the same old way. And you look around you and you realize there's yet another path up above and another path beyond that and another path. And pretty soon you see yourself on all of these paths. And some transcend even being a path. Suddenly there's no path at all. Suddenly it's like you're floating in another realm, a non-physical realm. And beyond that, there never was a path to begin with. And you just seem to have always been whole, always been fulfilled. And that's what Heaven's Cross is like. On March 22nd, it opens the realms. We come to the time of the apocalypse, and suddenly no longer are you limited in your perspective of yourself as just a human walking on the planet, trying to get through each and every day, having joy, having happiness on some days, but other days almost unbearable. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Suddenly you become very open to realizing the many, many paths that you're on, that you've always been on. It was just up until the apocalypse, it was closed off. It was like you couldn't see. You weren't even aware of all these other things going on. And what you become aware of are the other stories, the other parts of yourself, not scary, like some of you have had in dreams lately, not those scary things, not challenges that you have to overcome. So much of what you've been feeling lately in your dream state has been things from past lives bleeding through, but your mind doesn't know how to interpret it into the context of a past life, so it puts it into symbols of that it is familiar with in this lifetime. But suddenly you have this whole thing of knowingness. You don't have to think through like you used to. Yes, the human on the human path, on the day-to-day path, still does, but you realize that now you have access to these other pathways of yourself that don't require the thinking, that doesn't have the heavy burden on its shoulder. And suddenly you realize, even in your day-to-day, everyday human life, your linear life, that now a part of you is opening up. The part of the brain that has always been there, that now can access the other realms without the typical thinking and logic. That part has always been there, and now it opens up. It gives you an understanding of the other realms, the other parts of yourself. It gives you an understanding and a new connection with your soul. It opens up where you don't have to think through everything. You don't have to struggle with trying to comprehend or understand. It's just there. And this comes to the human on that linear path as well. With Heaven's Cross, with the apocalypse, suddenly you open up to so much more of yourself, this thing called divinity, your soul. Some of you call it your higher self. You open up to your light body. You open up to these many, many other paths of yourself, and they are together in harmony, not fighting each other, not holding each other back, but in harmony. And then suddenly, all these paths that you begin to perceive, they seem like they come together, no longer separated, no longer at a distance from each other, no longer being almost out of reach, but they're all right here. And this all comes with allowing. I've talked about allowing a lot. Some of you have become almost professional allowers. Some of you simply get tired of allowing all the time. But between now and Heaven's Cross, allowing is the greatest, or should I say the only tool you really have. It's not about thinking things through. It's not about trying to put them into nice, neat little boxes of logic and understanding. Between now and Heaven's Cross, it is about pure allowing, opening up. No more barriers, no more defenses, no more trying to protect parts of yourself by holding energies back, because what comes in now is not from the outside. What comes in now is the understanding and the perception of all these parts of yourself. These parts of yourself can be said to be your soul. And I talk about it at great length in some of the gatherings that we've had and some of your online classes. But your soul, what it is, where it is, why it is. And now time for that reunion with the soul. And it's nothing you perceive through the mind. It's nothing you can actually diagram out, nor should you even try. But you suddenly feel that connection with the thing that you call your soul.